Welcome once again to the Joe and Jordan Show. That's when Joe Amaranti, that's him, and Jordan Fenster, that's me, talk about what's going on the big screen and on the little screen. And before we get to everything, Joe, you know that I want to make a special offer to all our faithful watchers, all 2.5 of you. We're going to be inviting guests onto the Joe and Jordan Show. Some of them are going to be special guests who are, you know, people who are...
Sit right here.
Yeah, you can sit right behind us. Some of them are going to be special guests who know what they're talking about and know what they're doing and are involved in television or the movies or entertainment in some way, shape, or form. But we'd also like to invite you, whoever you are, to come in and just have a chat with us about the movies and about television and see what happens. All you got to do is be available on Mondays at 3 o'clock, on a Monday at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and send me an email to jordanfenster@gmail.com. jordanfenster@gmail.com. One word, no spaces, no nothing. Anyway, that being said, Joe, what do you got?
3 quick little highlights for this week. It's summer. There's not a ton going on, but you have the Derek Jeter 3K documentary on HBO. I guess they followed him in his quest to get 3,000 hits. That's on Thursday night on HBO. What do you got on the big screen?
What do I got on the big screen? Okay, well, I'll tell you what. Before I talk about what's going to open this week, I'm going to talk about something that already opened and that's something that's going to open in next week, okay?
You're not going to slam Harry Potter.
I am, actually. I am. Because I saw it. I saw the movie. I bit the bullet. It was too hot. I went to the movies. I had to get some air conditioning. I went to the movies, and I saw, and I'll tell you, there's some great actors in that movie. There's some great actors. You got Ralph Fiennes, you got Helena Bonham Carter, you got Alan Rickman.
What about all the young people?
They suck. Oh. That's the thing, is the movie doesn't center around the good actors. The movie isn't focused on the people who can actually do their jobs. It's focused on these 3 annoying people and their love lives.
As opposed to 2 annoying.
As opposed to 2. Thank you very much, Joe. I appreciate that. Anyway, you got something?
Saturday, the Cabin is on Hallmark Channel, and you know, my wife and daughter watched the movie on Lifetime Channel about what's the woman who makes the Harry Potter movies?
J.K. Rowling?
J.K. Rowling. And so there was a movie about her life, and they watched that. Now, I was watching a ball game. But, you know, people have different tastes than us guys.
Wait, you're telling us about something that you didn't watch but that your wife watched?
Yeah, because I'm telling you that people have, and this is in that category. The Cabin is a love story with Leah Thompson and Stephen Brand. And it's the kind of thing that I also won't watch, but some other people might want to.
Okay, so you're telling us about something that you won't watch by telling us about something that you didn't watch.
Absolutely.
Okay, that makes sense. I talked to a guy, the director, this morning, a guy by the name of Rupert Wyatt. This morning I spoke to him. He's the director. He's the as yet almost unknown director of Rise of the Planet of the Apes. And as
I like that.
As disdainful as I am of everything rebooted, every gritty reboot. If I hear the phrase gritty reboot one more time, I'm going to shoot somebody. But as disdainful as I am about gritty reboots, this is gonna be a good movie.
Oh, well,
I mean, this guy's got the sense of magical realism.
You got all the ape costumes ready?
Well, and they're not costumes. It's all done with motion capture.
Oh.
Andy Serkis, who was the
digital.
Yeah, Andy Serkis, who was Gollum in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, is the
I got a little Gollum right now.
Right? That's funny, but you know, and they did it all, and what's interesting is that this CGI character is the spine, as Rupert Wyatt said, of the film.
When is that coming out?
It's coming out next week.
Okay.
Next week. I'm really looking forward to that one, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
And one last one. Next Tuesday, the August 2nd, is Take the Money and Run. Now, that made me think of my favorite movie, which is 1969 Woody Allen movie, where he plays Virgil Starkwell. And at one point, a guy says, you know, it's a faux documentary, one of the early ones. It was really funny. And you know, now everybody does it. But guy says, sure, I knew Virgil.
Yeah, Joe, would you get to the point, please?
One day he told me he was a gynecologist. Shoot, he didn't know no foreign language, you know, and it was just those kinds of lines, you know, and then at the end they say, would you get to the point?
Right, yeah.
But this is a game show, and it's on ABC. Another show I won't watch, but I'm giving you 3 that I won't watch.
This is like the show in which we tell you about shows and movies we're not actually going to see.
And people appreciate that,
That's
I
okay.
think.
Well, I do have one more thing I do want to say. I'm sorry, I know I normally do too, but I do want to mention something that's actually opening on Friday. The Smurfs. Why? Come on, why do they have to do this?
Because there's new young children
It's
who
pain-
need the Smurfs.
It's my kids. I said to my kids, you know, they said, we want to go see the Smurfs. And I said, I'm not going to go see the Smurfs. And they said, "Wait, what, you know the Smurfs? They were surprised that I knew the Smurfs. I'm thinking to myself, it was a bad show back then.
All too well.
And you know, it's
the
all
Smurfs.
about cannibalism. I mean, not technically cannibalism, because the Smurfs are a different race, different species of some kind. But Gargamel wanted to eat the Smurfs.
Yeah.
How did this get by millions of parents, that he was actually trying to devour these cute, furry protagonists?
And if he ever does, then we would appreciate it.
Yeah, well, that's the Joe and Jordan show for the week. And once again, send an email to jordanfenster@gmail.com if you want to come and engage in this inane banter
Your
about
face here.
your face there. Be better if it was your face here. It'd be better if somebody else's body was here, but that's okay. And just send an email. Send us an email. We'll have special guests, and we'll have you. You could be a special guest. Thanks for watching.